We are going back to doing things a little differently. Finally. So we started off. The party was in Star Dock, and fortunately, you guys were able to escape from there after felling the commander of the Githyanki, um, the base there, the base commander that was trying to make you do things for, you know, uh, for a good betrayal. Good job, stabbing it back. But you guys kind of saw through it. A lot of violence happened, and you're able, as you guys are able to escape and make your way. Well, unfortunately, like things happen, and as these unfortunate things happen, um, you felt as you're on your ship and you're leaving, you just saw these many hands kind of, sort of, kind of reached up from the ship itself, kind of grabbed you all, and that was the last thing you guys uh, saw. And as you come to, you guys woke up in a strange place, and you know what? It's kind of, you have this weight on you, and it's hard to kind of, or this, like this despair you feel kind of lingering in your body, like wherever you're at now. As you all get senses of yourself, you're not uh you're yourself. You actually feel like you're fully, whatever happened to you, time has passed enough to where you feel rested. But as you kind of familiarize yourself with the different surroundings, you are where else? As we go back to the map, I would like everyone to try to find where your characters are in the different rooms, and I would like you all to roll for, and mostly good initiative. Then we will kind of describe where you're at.
I need a character sheet to do that, don't I?
Yeah, yes, that would be helpful. I mean, you could just make up a number and then.
Rob rolled a 42. He goes first.
The answer to the person, everything. I think that's going to be wrong. Here we go. Ooh, but it ends in a 2.
Hey, there we go. So it's kind of like 40. Oh,
It's like the same, but different.
yeah, exactly. All right. Yes, then
We'll have the high dexterity characters go last.
Oh no! That, I always hate that when that happens. As are all the way. Beth of the Bray, and as you kind of give your introduction, just, how you feeling right now? As I'll describe the room you're currently, which is this room you wake up in. It's the stench of death, and as you're in this kind of cold uh, room, you look into the corner and you can see this kind of huddled in this corner, this kind of emaciated, kind of wounded. But as you kind of look, like, even though it's the lighting here is complete darkness, but you can kind of see, with the dark vision, that you can see the telltale signs, the fingernails, the fangs. And this is a vampire, but it's not actively trying to attack you. It's just kind of huddled and uh, kind of keeps looking at you, goes away, looks at you. Yeah, Beth. Tell us about Beth of the Bray.
Beth is a Shadarkai cleric of the Raven Queen, who is not a big fan of undead. And in response to seeing this thing, it's staying over there. I'm gonna pop spiritual guardians so that the ravens of the Raven Queen will start flitting around me protectively, hopefully to keep that undead filth away.
All right, and then I'll just put the R of the thing. And then up, yes, we'll go back to Brunhilde because it looked like when sort of the tracker, it didn't get Brunhilde. Oh, did that? You do the aura, and then you do see a door, or
I'll start creeping to the door along the wall, which should spare that undead awful thing from my aura for the time being.
all right, and kind of shrieks at like, no, you're just in my imagination. You're just my imagination. You're just a test. You're just a test.
That's right. You're just seeing things. You stay over there, darling. And I like my back is kind of to the door, like I'm backing away, and I'll see if I can jiggle the door handle and try and open it.
It opens. You definitely exit or to make your way.
I don't know if the lighting will let me, but I'll try.
Okay.
I think that's all my movement for one turn. And I'm gonna shut the door behind me.
Sounds good. Okay. And then let me resort the turn. Go back with Brunhilde. As though that worked. Oh, and then at the end of your turn, I would say Brunhilde, you can go do it now. Give me a perception.
All right.
You're saying
for Beth
both
too.
of us to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. You kind of get the the feeling of a companion. You feel they're possibly nearby. Just it's this feeling coming over you that companion that's kind of
Feeling that what?
a companion is nearby. You hear steps. For Beth, maybe to the north of you, and Hilda east. But for Hilda, the specific area you're in, you're in just these tunnels. They look very old. As you look around, you look kind of behind you. Looks like there are the tunnel way seems to go down further.
And you mentioned that Brunhilde feels she has a companion to the east, potentially?
Yeah, you're hearing like some footsteps,
Let's go investigate.
Oh. And I will say, yeah, it's definitely like this. By ping kind of this direction, you're hearing.
And that would be all her movement for a full turn of movement.
Sounds good. Oh, and then Brunhilde, tell us about Brunhilde.
Yeah, Brunhilde is an barbarian tribe. He is wondering why she is lost and alone in the cave right now. Ready to slice in half whoever's about to approach her with hostile intent.
All right, good. And we'll say, does Brunhilde have like dark vision?
She has goggles of the night.
Okay, yeah, you can see it. So the lighting in this area is there's mostly no lighting. Most for that, but for you, you can still see with the goggles. All right, then we go to Mr. Nimbus. Although Mr. Nimbus, you are in a very interesting, some would say interesting, some would say dangerous sight. As you wake up, find yourself, you get woken up with this chanting and like this kind of warmth of these like a fire. As you kind of waking up, looking around, you are surrounded by these cultists, like where you're sitting on. Looks like some kind of bear. Like they drew like sigils around. You feel like they've put some like just on your forehead, and the cultists are kind of a deep chanting. When But yeah, tell us about Mr. Nimbus.
Ha ha ha! It is I, Mr. Nimbus. Yes. And normally the very comely looking sea elf would be flitting around holding a gem that has the heart of a storm inside of it, clutched to his chest. But I think am I like restrained in any way from this ritual that's going on?
No, you get the feeling you probably got dropped here. Like, they probably assumed you were dead. Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, you got all your stuff on you.
All right. Well, Mr. Nimbus would right himself and then rise like a phoenix from the floor and say, this is not the first time that I have been that someone has attempted to ritually sacrifice me, and this will probably not be the last. But you have chosen the wrong individual to do this for, as I am Mr. Nimbus, and I will strike you down with my lightning and thunder. Ha ha! Mechanically, Mr. Nimbus is a 2nd level Tempest Cleric and 14th level Storm Sorcerer. Do the individuals seem to have hostile intent?
As they turn to your direction, yes, hostile intent suddenly is on the menu, as they will. Well, they will start to do initiative, but before then, what would you like to do?
Oh, but they're definitely not happy that I'm conscious and no longer being an unwilling participant in this ritual. Would that be a fair?
That is a fair assessment. That they did not like. They ignored the words "no," "stop," and "don't."
Gotcha. All right. Well, then, what we're going to do is we will right ourselves with half of our movement, and then take flight using the Storm Gem's speed to move 30 feet. As these individuals have presented themselves in a somewhat of a line formation.
Yes, they have.
So we will go ahead and shoot a bolt of lightning at them.
It's very greasy.
All right, and that will be a 32, or I'm sorry, 31. Math is hard.
Oh, okay. All right.
Still a DC 15.
All right.
As I'm an elemental adept.
Oh, forgot. It's the but I think for this the 4, the 3 out of the 4 they definitely. Oh, the 4th one did succeed. 31, you said.
31, and then the individual closest to Mr. Nimbus is going to take an additional 7 points of lightning.
Well, he will only take, because then while his corpse kind of like lights up, dissipates from this like a little totem area that get it. Something comes out of it.
Uh-oh. And then as a bonus action, Mr. Nimbus will use tempestuous magic to fly 10 feet up in the air and be worried about that there's a shadow in here with me. End of turn.
All right, and But initiative and of course whisper advantage. Okay, there we go. And then the other guy. Of course, I stored it, and of course it's been all kinds of interesting. But let's start off with not gonna worry about those guys because they didn't act. Oh, but unfortunately, the one cultist, Tofina, Kofiana will be very upset and walk up to you and try to. Oh, you're off
From
in
10
the
feet up.
air. Yeah, 10 feet up. It will say curse you, and actually will try to command you to, you know, come down. And DC is laughable, for tier 3. So,
I will
oh,
definitely come down.
okay.
That sounds like a perfectly willing thing that I would like to do, yes.
Okay, just but it can't really interact with that at all. But wow, surprise! The shadow though, that's the shadow. Oh, on this. Oh, goody! Somebody next to me, and come in and try to start stabbing. Normally, oh my gosh, 7.
I don't think he's flown down yet.
Oh, it's not down yet.
The command takes place on the
I
target's turn.
think
But the shadow can fly.
Yeah, I was like, I think the shadow can.
But Mr. Nimbus is going to, because I can use my reaction still, right? With command.
Sure.
I will shield, so it does not hit.
You can take that back because I thought it could fly. I assumed it could fly. It doesn't. On there, it can fly.
Oh, it's a shadow assassin, not a
Yes.
shadow.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Then you're hovering, and he just kind of hanging out there, seeing showing you the perfect way he was going to stab you, and it was very convincing. But then let's go to Garrett. Garrett though, oof.
Yeah. This is very confusing. We were just traveling. I don't know how we got here, and make sure my ghost lantern's still on. Are you there? You're still there. Very good. This is almost worse than a soulmonger. At least I knew how I got into the soulmonger. This time I don't even know what is going on. Seeing vampire
Yeah.
spawn, I will. Pardon me. Excuse me. Actually, I'll stop. Oh, I can't. I can't even. Oh, it's up 2. I'll put a what do you call it? A barred force cage around them.
A bar force cage. Oh. Well, they were enjoying a meal. I guess you look like you were going to be next.
Yeah. Stay right there. I'll be leaving now.
Okay.
That's it.
That's pretty good because yeah, they were going to look and say like, oh, meal to go. Okay, let's catch it, but I get not right now. So I'll put them because quick. I guess double check it. Force cage. I don't think too misty for me.
These look like junior vampires.
Yeah. Oh, they are. I'm just kind of. I guess it's more of a. And they hypothetically. I think it matters for them. Nope, doesn't matter for them. Never mind. So yeah, they're just kind of trapped. I guess they'll just go back to eating their meal.
Enjoy your food.
Alrighty.
I was trying to measure.
Okay. Alright. So then I say I don't even bother with the two because they're stuck in there for at least an hour. So beautiful. Then we go to Gwendal. Where are you? Gwendal, where are you? Oh, everyone else. I forgot. So for Garrett and for Mr. Nimbus, if you can give me a perception check. And then Gwendal, you might give. Um, I would say you guys are hearing the sounds of magic, possibly companions going around, and hearing the sounds of thunder. I would say Brunhilda. You could definitely hear to the north, like the sounds of lightning, and well, I guess you hear the lightning. Well, hear the thunder afterwards. Not to north of you, but Gwendal. All right, where you are specifically, you are. You're in these. Oh, unlike everyone else, these areas are actually have some lighting on them. 10-foot walls. They're lined with shallow niches holding black wax candles and burning with a purple light. And where you are at, Gwendol, as you kind of wake up and kind of get yourself, your bearings, um, you see that the area's got bare walls and floors, but you can smell of bat guano just kind of assails your nostrils, and as you kind of look up, you can just see all these healing out in front of you, just all these bats gathering. And as you wake up, they actually go ahead, give me a stealth check. Yeah, they do not. They do not spot you. Right enough, but let's talk about Gwendal.
So Gwendal is a monk who practices arts of duality like yin and yang. You can see the tattoos down one side of his body. He is a Way of Mercy monk 16.
But yes, good news. Bats are not paying attention to you.
So Gwendal is going to dash towards the sound of the thunder and lightning.
And yep. And now look, you can see Brunhilda kind of wandering. Well,
I can make it that.
Did Beth see him
So-
run by?
yeah. Beth, yeah, you would have seen as you look just the quickness of Gwendal just run across the hallway.
I would yelled, "Hey!"
The sounds of battle this way.
Oh,
Yeah, I heard lightning and thunder up north. Might be our aquatic friend.
Yep. He could probably take care of most of the enemies by himself, but better be there just in case. And that's my turn.
all right. Then as we go back, cultist. Shanzo will kind of move in and will summon spiritual weapon. Yep, and we'll try to attack very few. Then we'll just kind of grab a dagger and just throw it in hopes of maybe getting it. Maybe. Nope. Your turn. Other cultist move in. Yeah. Of course, doesn't want to be in some kind of line shape anymore or cluster. We'll move over there and throw a dagger and hit, and then we'll try to do a spiritual weapon. And yeah, they're doing good. So trying to get Mr. Nimbus. All right. Then we go to Brunhilde.
All right. Well, we heard Mr. Nimbus leads the group, so we'll start making our way there, I guess. Yep.
Yes.
Double move.
Okay. And as you're approaching this area, there's lots of purple flames, giving up like, and well, that double door. There's a bunch of, you see a bunch of like cultists there, lots of rats, and then kind of blocking your way.
Brunhilde will bonus action rage, get more movement, and tell them to get out of my way.
Hey, why don't you give me intimidation?
Okay. Even with the bonus action rage dash, as far as she can
Okay.
turn.
Oh, like this called move to the side. Kind of move to the side. But some of the others at front, they're just a Shar protect us. They will. Forms of rats are just. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'll have. Sure. Beth. Okay, Beth. Things are going on.
Hearing that things are going on. I'm going to use my bonus action to teleport 30 feet because of the gift of the Raven.
Sure.
And then I'm going to pull out my Carpet of Flying and activate it as an action. and use the carpet's speed to go another 60 feet.
Okay, cool.
I still can only get to there, but next turn I'll be able to dash 120 with the carpet. End of turn.
All right.
And I'll kind of be looking left and right as I fly up the corridor just for danger.
Well, and I would say definitely, Garrett, you're hearing kind of behind you yelling, intimidation, sounds of battle. Your turn, but for that cultist, have this one. There's always got to be one that wants to be brave, steps up, and gonna will sacrifice you for and then for Shar, and do that. And it. Belmora. Well, this will sort of. Of course, they don't want to get in a line formation again because that was really bad. So he's gonna move right here, just so he can get a perfect shot to also summon like another spiritual weapon. Get Mr. Nimbus. Yep, 17. Not gonna do it. And then he'll try to throw a dagger, but I think throw a dagger. Close. That was but miss. Okay. Pause. Okay. Cultist will there and like everybody else wants to join the crowd, want to be left out. Throws a dagger. Then of course this one will get this flying seal for sure. Oh man, they can't do anything right. And now these rats, forms of rats, moving in. Then try to get up on Brunilda. Get in your square and try to just start fighting. Has more than half hit points. So a 19, I think I can get you.
No hit.
And 4 points as they're just fighting. Technically, they're in your square, but cultist here. Here will move there, and then try to cut and says, in the name of Shar, I'll bleed you. Then we'll do that Nick. Another swarm of rats coming in, doing their thing.
Round up or round down?
I think it's always round down, right?
Unless it says round up, you round down, including 0.
Not gonna get. Just Brunilda covered in rats and cultists. Nimbus also covered in and got told to come down. So
Well, I guess I, like the band Bush from the 90s, will come down. And end my turn as I get within 5 feet of the individual that told me to do so.
okay.
Was it the guy directly below me?
Yes. Told you to come down.
All right. Well, then I go down to there and I end my turn, and all a bunch of readies can go off. End of turn.
Uh, well, actually, oh, this acid, yeah. Yeah, I didn't specify. I'll get you next. All right, and the other. Mr. Nimbus, you're hearing the sounds of rats and calling about Shar, behind, on the door behind you, and the sound of Brunilda trying to intimidate him. But hey, you're not alone. And more. Oh, and more rats are trying to fight on Hilda. I think an 18 does hit.
Yeah, looks like it.
Then Assassin of Shadows will try to stab you. Shadows, no. There, and oh, okay. 24 for Mr. Nimbus.
Mr. Nimbus will shield.
All right. Then yeah. Works. Oh, all right. It does work. Great. Then you're there. The one that set you down will just stay there because he feels like it's safe. Of course, you can't do that lightning bolt thing again. There's no way. I'll just stat her. And of course, no avail. Garrett, go back down.
All right.
Things are happening.
Garrett hops in his broom. Good luck with that dinner. Does the person in there look dead? I suppose I
Yeah.
should. Okay,
Yeah.
good. I will open up that door.
Yes, and door opens, and this, as you kind of the first thing you see, well, more cultists. Okay. Yes, you see these humans are chanting. More cultists.
Does
And
this person in the middle look like they're not participating in the chanting?
we all,
Oh, those are rats.
yeah, they're
Uh,
rats.
I see. Oh, this is no good. I will take out my instrument, and I will cast Hypnotic Pattern. They have disadvantage on their Wisdom saves.
All right. Okay, very cool.
And I'm gonna move down this hallway away from them.
And as you do that, I'll rats. Oh, I can attempt it. Yeah. Wisdom saving throw disadvantage. Okay. Nope. What are the color of the light?
Uh, it's green, but he didn't give it much thought. He's just trying to get at it.
Aaron. Oh, yeah, dark devotion. It is a charm, so they do get it. It's a normal roll. Oh, wisdom. Okay.
There you go.
Not think that's cool at all. And
The rest of those are fails, and I
Uh,
suspect that swarm of rats could not be charmed, even though that makes no sense given what you can do with rats. So they probably uh, can get me too.
oh yeah, they can't be. You are correct. You know what? Of course, everyone starts with inspiration, but yeah, you just the one person
Okay.
have
I'm
to.
just flying, can't quite make it to the corner, and that's my turn.
Sounds good, but yeah, everyone else is like, oh, these are awesome. I but party here. Oh, 18 for mighty two slashing on Brunhilde, and then that's his turn, and then Gwendal.
Does Javelin of Lightning use your whole action? Or just one attack?
Oh,
It says make a ranged weapon attack against the target on a hit, blah, blah, blah.
guess not. Then
Okay. I'm going to move up to there. And I am going to throw a Javelin of Lightning at that guy. Bonus action dash. You get there, and 27 to hit that guy. He takes 19, and everything from here from me to that guy to that swarm. Best make a dex saving throw or take 15 lightning.
okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Let's next. At well, it'd be half a light. Hit. So, as they're exploding, does this hit the swarm behind him?
Yep, they must make a dex save too.
Okay. Quite a
Oh,
few of those
excluding
rats.
you and the target. Never mind, the target does not have to make the save.
No,
They just get hit with the 46 on the attack.
okay.
And then I finish my movement here and punch this guy.
Good.
And why not? I'll spend a key and add another 9 necrotic.
I was gonna say how does he go from that first attack? Those 9 points are just enough to do him in.
Okay. I just walk up and clock him in the face.
Nice. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Up. Tons of fighting, but I'm sure it's fine. try to get a corner, time it right, and just dagger, spiritual weapon, and yep, round.
Who's being attacked by that one?
Which one? Oh, that was beyond the next room. The Nimbus is still getting swarmed by those cultists. But this other cultist that's right there, just gonna actually, so far you've just been taking cuts, so they decide they just need to take you down. 22 for Brunilda for 7s. Turn. We'll just start. Doing it well. Spot that the other one passed in. Stop it. And we'll try to swing at Gwendal. And of course. Oh.
Yeah, they have disadvantage on attacks against me.
Oh. Okay. Oh, with the text. Try hiding it. Got the name plates. Does that make it easier? Richard?
Trying to go. Yeah, all the attacks in black text, black background.
On okay, on the chat box, on the chat side?
Yeah, on the chat.
Oh. Black background. Huh. I don't know how to mess with that
Interesting.
because on mine it's just white. It's
Let me try and
anything that can mess.
Alright, reloading fixed it, as did change.
Oh, you know what? That could be it. Because I also
Meta.
see white on black. Yeah, that's true. Well, those doors are gonna be painted red. Oh. Or window, you get swarmed by those rats. They weren't very happy with you. Do anything, then come in. Scimitar. Gwendal, of course. Brunhilde. You're in a target-rich environment.
Alright. I look at the person in front of me and say, you didn't move time. Great Weapon Master, etc. Yeah.
And you're targeting this one.
Which one is in front of me?
Uh,
Yeah, I'll attack the cultists. I can just walk over the rats and ignore them.
sure. Yeah. All right. Yeah. The cultist will. How does he explode?
Uh, very bloodily and in a higher ring than Pete.
Yes.
All right, we'll attack this next cultist.
Alrighty. Yes.
Does a 21 hit?
Oh yeah. And explode. Because I think you do more than 9 points.
Ooh, that damage is completely wrong. Let me redo the. Okay, that's better. So 33 damage,
Yep. Gone.
and it looks like there's still cultists left.
Yeah. Yeah. Just have to. That painstaking of stepping over all these swarms of rats.
Great weapon master attack.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
This one is only 26 damage.
Ready? Do you move then? Because this one is 10.
Yeah, so I'll
Okay.
move on the rat over here.
Okay.
Back.
Well, actually, you didn't have to move at that point. There. Real quick. Rats were hurt, so.
Yeah, well, I moved to attack the guy.
Oh, move to attack the guy. Oh, okay. Yep, explodes. Ain't gonna worry about it.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I provoke from all the rats.
These
Uh,
rats.
open the door if it opens.
And at that door. It's open. It just has. You're looking at the door. It has a image. Go. Skeletal warrior clutching a bladeless silver sword on his left hand, and a handsome young dragon with wings on the right door. Above it, you see a 3-foot diameter disc painted black with a purple metal. Those no, that's the symbol of car, but the doors do open, and let me.
If the doors open, Brunilda enters and ends turn.
Nice.
And she looks over at Nimbus and asks, "Want help?"
And on that note, we will uh, jump to Beth having a magic carpet ride.
I am sprinting. I can go 120 this round, so I'm just gonna start flying around.
Oh, good.
I still have 30 feet left when I get here. I'm just pausing to see what's on the map.
Okay.
I see the edge of something there.
Yeah, you would see a broom, a familiar broom. The sounds of Garrett.
I am gonna head towards Garrett. That is as far as I get. Now as I fly up here, I am surrounded by danger ravens. I'm still concentrating on spiritual guardians.
Go
but I
back the
didn't.
other way. There's cultists.
Oh, okay, thanks.
How
Do you
are
have
you flying
anything?
so fast?
I'm on a carpet of flying. The one that has the 60-foot speed. Did I do this wrong?
I was joking, but it
Yeah.
can't dash. But,
Oh,
hello, go back the other way.
well, I'm out of my movement, but I guess I will do that next turn.
All right. Well, actually, be interesting because the spiritual guardians weren't. They
Yeah.
were. That might start hurting.
Yeah, I'm kind of blocking this hallway, but
Yeah, that sounds like that. Then we go back towards the danger. The other cultist, Bellora, is just like, actually, since it's all crowded and everything's fine, sees this, barbarian, and of course, say, well, I'll just, for Shar, I'll sacrifice you instead for Shar, and we'll start trying to be stabbing Hilda, and there we go. Just swinging around. One will just also move in because they keep trying to get they're having a hard time trying to get Mr. Ooh, crit. Crit twice for 7 piercing or 9 piercing. As they call it, perfect stabbing.
And I did attack recklessly, so
Yeah.
I think it's a miss.
Well, the other one just crit twice, so. But good to know. Some rats that just left. There. Action, and then they'll start just like going over to Gwendal. There. Get up in your square. And fighting. This. Another one will just here. Technically not really moving there, but still has more hit points. Mr. Nimbus, surrounded. Not as surrounded as you were. What is Mr. Nimbus gonna do? You might be muted. Okay. Figured something out. Okay. Well, this was Mr. Nimbus. I'm gonna do something, but pause. We'll just, keep going. Or rat swarm. Oh. Trying to get that sweet, sweet monk action. Just all the bites. Yep. Shadow Assassin trying stuff. Would have been. Oh, look at that. Yes. Different all around. Man, they're just like trying to get this. And cultists, they're just Everyone just in a stabbing kind of mood. Let me go to Garrett.
Garrett saying Beth, like, go the other way. We'll ready a move for after Beth Bray gets out of the way because he can't go through there without going. And I'll inspire Beth too.
Oh, very nice.
That's it.
Sounds good. Then we go to Gwendal.
Can you guys hear me?
Here you now.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Yay.
Yes.
I can figure out what my stuff is.
Okay.
Let's go first.
Um.
All right. So, what is the geography of the map for that column thing that's on top of me?
The column geography. Well, it's get that up. I know things are supposed to. It's a pillar. Um. Okay. Right. All right. Quick. With the columns, looks like they're just kind of go up from the ceiling to the floor. No, let's see. Information about that. Not. But yeah, it's a pillar. It's got some kind of some carvings on there. Arcane. You did see that when you drop on the cultist, something came out. Shadow Assassin came out of it, but um, otherwise,
Okay. So, then what we're going to do is use. Dang it. They're just in the not right spot for me. So, I guess what we're going to do is use a. We're going to provoke attacks of opportunity as I fly away from these ones.
alrighty.
So the first one from the Shadow Assassin guy.
Okay. I'm gonna do that stabbing.
We'll go ahead and use another shield right off the bat.
Okay, and then cool. All right, and don't provoke anyone else at the moment.
Yep, I
And the
moved
other
from the other
two?
two.
And the other two. Well, there's always a, and that didn't happen.
All right, then we'll of course move around those guys to not provoke again, and we will do a lightning cone to get everybody in that room going right in front of Brunilda, but giving a little bit of frizzies to her hair.
Okay. It was like a cone, some would call it a cold cone, but now it's a lightning cone.
And that will be for 30. You know what? Those twos upset me, and the 4 upsets me. So we're going to go ahead and re-roll and empower it to make that so it'll be, what is that, 4d8s minus 9. I'll take that because that makes it a 43, but then it becomes 45. So those are con saves for everybody in that room, with the damage being 45 total.
All right. So two that would even matter. Okay. How tough are they? So tough, but not tough enough. And I'll go. Passing though. No, but you know what? It doesn't take as much of.
Oh, my lightning is irresistible.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting. Yep, thank you for reminding me. Irresistible lightning is just like Didn't- Well, that's good because as all those, and how did they all go? By the way.
Oh, it's just this cone, and as they you see the little like Bugs Bunny flash of their skeletons as they're just frozen in place. All of their neurons flashing at once.
As those as their skeletons suddenly coming from the cones in there. Just
Now back to our regularly scheduled Gwendal.
yes. Then you know what I'm gonna do. Have all the assassins go on the one guy's turn and look at.
Ooh, and seeing these other guys pop out, Mr. Nimbus will use tempestuous magic to fly an additional 10 feet and move again. The rest of his 60 to be behind Brunilda. End of turn.
All right, cool. And hey, the other shadow's like, I'm just gonna hang in the background. So yes, then we go back to our regularly scheduled. So, all these rat swarms coming at you. What you gonna do?
Or do I see all the other ones yet, or are they still in the pillars?
They are like popping out of the pillars. Like you see their forms out. Like you can enough of their form is coming out of it that you can attack them.
All right, so I'm going to move to this one and attack them.
All right.
I'm going to provoke 3 attacks from these guys.
Oh well, they're gonna go ham. And yep, that was them.
All right. And then flurry of blows. I don't know if they can take necrotic or be poisoned.
Well, that necrotic as it hits them just kind of they feel pretty good about it. And that poisoned, they just don't. You're hitting it and just going through.
Do they take no necrotic or
No necrotic and
okay, good to know.
no poison. But they do take the other damage well enough.
I also grabbed my Javelin of Lightning off the ground, and that's it.
All right. And top of the round, Brunhilde.
Right. Like Gwendal's got that one covered. So Brunhilde will come over here. Attack this one first.
All right, sounds good.
$23 hit
Yes.
for 42 combination magical slashing and radiant.
Okay. And how does it go?
We'll do one of those cinematic as the shadow just gets dissipated. Brunilda will come over here and attack this one.
Alrighty. All right. Yes.
32 damage, magical slashing. Still
All
up?
right. Yep. Still going.
I knocked one out.
Yeah.
Attack. Oh shoot. Actually, 1 second.
Be plus 10, right?
No, that should be -5. Does a 14 hit?
14 will hit.
Okay. In that case, it's actually 33 damage
No.
because the buffs fall off
Sure.
constantly. All right. Still up.
Yep. Still up.
All right. End turn.
Alrighty. Then we go to Beth.
Hang on. I'm gonna start by dropping the spiritual guardians because the hallways seem a little bit too tight to be helping my friends with things. Which maybe triggers Garrett's held action.
I was waiting for you to move, so I'll
I'm also gonna move, so I'm gonna fly down and around 60. Which I think only gets me to there. Still have an action and a bonus action. If I use my bonus action to do the teleporty thing that I can do with the Raven Queen, could I like carry the carpet with me?
Sure.
Okay. Just, like give it a little hug and teleport.
Yeah.
So I can go another 30 feet then.
Yeah, definitely.
Just about here, and then which one of these looks like it's hurting my friends the most?
Well, as far as you saw, you just see a bunch of rats on the these swarms of rats on the floor. The far corner, you can see like these shadow creatures coming out from like these little pillars. But no one seems to be hurt.
Oh,
And these
okay,
guys
fine.
over on the side don't seem to be doing anything.
Yeah. They seem to put their hands up.
I guess until I get the lay of the land, I will firebolt a swarm of rats.
Alrighty. Yes. Which one? I like this one. Okay.
Yeah, whichever one's closest to me.
Alrighty. Yep. Those rats are gone.
And hey, less rats. That's my turn.
Yeah. Exterminate rats. Well. Oh, they're just gonna come towards. I think you're probably at least 5 feet off the air.
Beth?
Yep.
Mr. Nimbus.
Just outside of the range of any type of swarms.
Yep, they're just see these swarms coming, underneath you. And that's a move. Well, that's a move. Okay. But double move. Yeah, just start like hanging out with Gwendal. And then Mr. Nimbus.
All right. Well, Mr. Nimbus, seeing that these creatures are all spread out, that makes Mr. Nimbus sad. So Mr. Nimbus is going to pop in the room. You know what? There's really no good way to do this. Would you say that? Hold on, let me get the measure. They're within 30 feet of each other, right?
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Nimbus is just going to look at the guy in the middle there. And he's going to chain some lightning upon him.
Okay.
And you know what? I don't feel like rolling dice. So we're just going to, well, first of all, we're going to fly over here. Be within 10 feet of that gentleman. And then I'm going to cast chain lightning on that guy, radiating out to those 3 that are within 30 feet.
Sure.
So DC 24 dexterity saving throw from all 4 of them. I will click the button, but ignore the damage.
Sure. Crit.
All right, so the crit guy saves. The rest of them take 80.
Okay. Let's say the crit guy was the
Irresistible
wounded
lightning.
one. I just say the crit guy was wounded. And just save myself. And then, well, look at that.
And this bottom guy takes an extra 7 because he's entered the heart of the storm.
Oh. All right.
And Mr. Nimbus will do the little neener with his thumb to his nose on the guy left by Gwendal. End of turn.
Nice. Yeah, that's well.
And I need to go eat dinner real quick, so I will be back.
Cool. All right. Awesome. Afterwards, the rat swarm just does the thing of where should I go? I guess you do the Travolta meme, just kind of which direction? It's death all around. I'll just get closer to Brunilda. The lone shadow, and just last one. Well,
Disadvantage.
Yep. Advantage. We'll just start trying to be stabbing. Oh, look at that. Bum, 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 bum. Turn, sad face, that's your bones, but Garrett.
All right. Garrett comes around the corner, following Beth. 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. 4 cultists. Realizing the cultists are everywhere and out of my range, I'm just going to dodge on my broom.
Very nice.
Because I can't ready a spell, or the concentration of the other one will go away.
Here. Hey. Go to Gwendal. Got this.
Gonna punch the assassin.
Punch.
And then flurry. Well, now I
that one. 3 out of 4 ain't bad.
Uh, 21 damage, and that's my turn.
All right. Well, Shadow, that's too good. Oh, at the end of the turn, just coming out of the door. 2 other cultists, hearing, what's. They come out. They say, "What's going on? What's happening?"
I see a bunch of dead bodies.
Yeah, just bodies, smoke, Um, they're coming around. They have aprons on. They're like covered in oil, and they are shocked. End of turn. Brunilda.
Brunhilde first takes 10 feet to this rat. These cultists, they look hostile currently.
Um, they have they look like they're going to be hostile, but they just kind of, what's this? They look surprised to walk into this room with all this horrible carnage going on.
Yeah, because I'm trying to determine if they're going to join the fray or slaughtering the rats in front of them, maybe plays them. Bother, but if they're going to be a bother,
Yeah. Like, well, they they'll kind of right now they're just checking it out, but they are like grabbing out their weapons out.
All right, then Brunhilde takes her greatsword and dramatically attack the rats in front of her.
Okay. Yes.
$39 damage to the rat swarm.
Um,
Is that right?
yeah. No, just all
38.
those yeah, 38.
How's the rat swarm looking?
Oh, they're not great, but they're still saying, it's like there's so many of them. It kind of makes it hard.
Sorry, does a 18 hit?
Yeah. Hold on. Actually, nope. Actually, even with all that, I think the Radiant will be able to push you over the edge. The first attack, boom, they're down.
All right. Do those guys still look hostile or not?
I would say go ahead, just throw intimidation out. Yeah, they will kind of drop their symmetry.
All right. In that case, I'll go after the shadow. That's probably the biggest threat.
Uh, 17, 23 would hit.
Sorry, that would be 18. 18 hits.
18 will hit.
For 31 damage.
All right. One drop. The rats will.
And then
Let's go ahead.
rat. If that drops, finally the rat.
All right, go for the rats. All right,
24.
24. Those rats get it.
For 27 damage.
Take half, but they all get little heart attack.
Yay.
And then the other ones are just like, we're gonna, we're just gonna leave. It's a disheartening display of mass heart attacks just all around. What's going on? Why is this happening? All these bad guys just mass. They really need to check their blood pressure. Maybe everything was just too devastating for them. And then something bad happened to all these ones over here.
The secret to a long and healthy life.
Yeah,
Eat right, exercise, and avoid angry barbarians.
yeah. As we will jump out, we will be out of combat minutes. Kind of come running, kind of moving towards you guys in a non-threatening. You see a drow, or more aptly, a half drow, kind of coming around the corner, and yep, perfect timing. Combat is over. Just after having dealt with just a mass heart attack. Yep, the power of heart attacks. Ooh. But you guys gather yourselves. You see this half drow, versus, kind of young. He's got kind of more human features. Very nice. But as he will kind of stop you and says, "Oh, I'm not from here. Please don't get me. I'm Hellion Moonstar. Were you the ones that I believe you're the ones that found the throne some time ago."
Yes, that is true.
And it's like, yes, I tried to come and I tried to find you. Ended up going all over the place, even to wild space. And I just got I don't know, something grabbed me and I found myself here. But I was asked by my family, the Moonstar family, to since you were able to find a throne, um, the lady Wylan Lady Windstar, although she's much old, she did task me to have to find you all, and because there is a bronze dragon here named Glister. He's been a friend to our family for a very long time. Glister was a companion to uh, one of our blemished hero from our family, Van Rack Moonstar, a long time ago. But we sent Glister down here to try to get Van Rack back, but unfortunately, we got news that he became corrupted by Shar's magic, and he was turned into the Shadow Dragon on Braxar. So, they asked me to try to find you guys and see if you would able to come back here, and to free Glister from this from whatever foul magic has corrupted him, or if you can't free him, if you can, put an end to his suffering. But I seem to be here with you all as well, so I've been trying to find a way to get out, but it's every time I turn, something's always stifling my abilities. But I think I have something a way, but um, since we're in the Shadowfell, I think there is a way for us to escape uh, from here. But we'll have to do it quickly after we if we can save Glister, the better. Would you be able to help the Moonstar family with this great task?
Oh, that sounds something like we can do, especially for a rich reward.
Oh, of course. Our family has can definitely reward you all handsomely for this. We can fund any future expedition you guys have. Uh, Getting caravan services and followers. we can we have also have means to procure items of for you all. Again, that's more stuff that other members of the house would know far more than I right now. Oh, also, if you could keep me alive, that would be even better.
I think that we could do that. That sounds like a just reward. What say you all, my friends? Ha ha ha.
think that's fine.
I think we can help.
Ah, um, oh, um, I don't really know how to find it. But I feel like if we explore, the different areas around here, we might be able to hopefully find something uh, to uh, for us to maybe we can find some kind of means to uh, find destroy this corruption that's on Glister. Hopefully, we could find it before facing Glister, because as his shadow, as in his form, well, we would have to destroy him in that case if we can't find enough. But I'm hopeful with all of us together and the way how well you guys seem to handle everything so far in this place. Yeah, I guess that's not anything for you. Points to, and actually, nothing. Let's see. If you take like a minutes to check, this room, what you do find is each of those cult fanatics carried this had this obsidian symbol jar. It's definitely worth something. Also, find a silver rod that the shape of it looks like a key. And then the big kind of hallway you're in. There's really nothing except for the dead cultist. Yes. Well, as the party, well, he'll tag in the back, and yeah, everybody's together, and I guess start.
Now, well, let us go and learn more about this place.
So the first area I guess gets him hit yet is this. You want to try to go there. Thankfully, hey, the front door to here is already open. Anything blocking away? This. You do see a table. Uh, there's a small pile of treasure, including oil and flickering. You find some silvery bowls, some ceremonial daggers, nice little obsidian blades, pearl figurines, a crystal. Yeah, just a good a good amount of treasure in a treasure you guys can take. Especially,
Start shoving stuff into a bag of holding.
yep, throw it in there. Hey, there's a crystal dragon mask worth 25. You can also check this hallway, although it was no. Garrett, you briefly checked it. Thankfully, now that all the cultists, had a mass thing of heart attacks, it's clear. And but there now can go back into this room. Doors.
I think I
Oh,
just passed the wrong door.
no, that's right. Yeah, this area is where the doors right now. Lighting. Where you can go. Garrett, yeah, came from this one. It hasn't been an hour, so yeah, it hasn't been an hour yet. Hey, at least you know those vampires are still trapped. There's also this room here.
You might not want to go down there, Gwendal. There's vampires.
They look like they can't do much.
And this is
Should we just finish them off?
well, they are in bars, so I guess you can just do a shooting gallery.
If they're vampires, Beth sports this.
Okay, well, a shooting gallery later, and they will. Shooting gallery later. In this room, well, there was their meal over here, but other than that, yes, go ahead and give me a perception check. I'm assuming you guys are in this room for the shooting gallery. Yeah. All right. So good news, Gwendal. You find a door.
Secret tunnel.
Yeah. Secret. And of course, Gwendal. Assuming, of course, you're going to go and check it out first.
Yep.
All right. Well, a vision.
Oh, look,
It's
swarms.
yeah. Well, at the other corner, you're like, oh, that's where they came.
I close the door.
Now, once you're in this room, you do get hit with a vision first. Because enter this room, there is a light fog. Then you get vision. In this vision, you see yourselves. It's like you see yourself confronting a man in a mithril chain shirt. The man's eyes brim with madness as he levels a long sword with a radiant blade at you, and he screams, "What have we to fear from darkness, you? Undermountain is where we belong. It calls to us. Can't you hear it?" Waving the sword in the air like a lunatic, he continues, "Together we shall see the Moonstar name elevated to glorious heights my father would never dream of. Waterdeep will shudder at the very sound of it." And as the vision ends, you see lying on the floor is carved. You just remember a bronze dragon with its wings spread and its mouth agape. You see what looks like a hilt of a blade. And
I've seen one of these before.
yes.
This is some.
Seems important.
But say it again.
You said that might be important.
Yes, Moonstar will come in and say, "Oh yes, that's
Belong to your
our
ancestor, I assume. Guy with the Windstar.
yes, that is that blade is Scintlemorn. That is that was Vandrak's blade. Well, yeah.
Tell you what, let us hang on to it to the end of the until we leave here, and then you can have a copy of it.
Like that, I've never heard of that before, but I'm not going to argue about it. I just hope we get out of here alive. So of course. And then, yes, as you open the door, then you could see from the secret door. Oh, it leads to all those baths, but they're
I see the
oh
bats and I close the door. I'm like, oh well, not that way. There's some more swarms.
oh. And then as you pick up the sword blade, something else might happen. You see this projection of this shadowy, this large kind of shadowy dragon. As you kind of picked it up, it sort of comes from this from that area of the Storm of the Bats. This large dragon that's too large to fit into this area just kind of glides in. Go ahead, give me intelligence.
Saving throw.
Oh yeah, save me that word.
Just Gwendal?
Everybody. As soon as he gets the sword and starts talking, then this shadow comes and
Uh,
let's
let's see here.
see.
I'm gonna spend a key and re-roll that.
I was gonna say, I would say, except for Nimbus, just for a moment, that thinks it's real.
Nope.
Then it takes, shakes a head, and says, "Oh no, that was like a projection." Oh, but that's all. But at least you get a good look of what Glistel looks like now. You huge dragon of shadow. But yeah. I doubt you want to go in this direction, but hey, you know what?
No, there's storms that way.
Yeah. Go over here, check this.
Got another door over here.
As you're moving around, like the doors are just so as you enter this area, you see 6 empty wooden bunk beds line the walls. And as you guys enter, go ahead and give me another perspective. Of course, around you see the signs of another secret door. And actually, in this corner, over here, you see, on the south wall, you see the stone arch. It is carved to form in the form of scantily clad elves, a male and female, holding fingers to their lips in a gesture of. But yeah, but other than this arch that's here, this room, another room lightly obscured upon fog. As you enter it, you have another vision as you are camped in a jungle with a handsome nobleman, which is looks like the Lord Moonstar. But earlier, the character, you hand the knight a polished coral ring as a token of enduring friendship. As he puts the ring on, the nobleman will look at you and smile and says, "I will treasure this gift forever." And then, as the vision ends, you do see a ring on the floor. It is a polished coral band, and it kind of glimmers with a rainbow of color. And of course, Door leads.
Oh, I see another door.
Yeah, you see, there's a door right here, or you can kind of go in this direction.
I think I kind of know where this one leads because we were just there.
Sure.
So I'm gonna check out this direction.
All right. Well, it looks like it is just a lot of connected corridors to different rooms. So,
This door seems closer.
all right, open that, and come flying at you, non-threatening. As you see, Shank and Skidmarkz, although Shankz is just kind of flying around, bumping into stuff. Shankz is kind of passed out, drunk. This corner, sleeping soundly.
There they are.
Yeah,
They fell asleep.
Skidmarkz just kind of flies up to you and will start sniffing around for booze.
He probably smells my brewers.
Yes. They just kind of Skidmarkz is just sniffing, and then we'll just go to everybody. Garrett, you see this large drake just kind of smelling of alcohol, just reeks of alcohol, bumping into you, sniffing around. But yeah, he'll sort of do his thing, bump into everybody, sniff for booze, and then no one gives him booze. He'll just sort of go back, kind of bumping into the walls, and come hang out with Shankz, who's passed out.
I see another door down.
All
I'm
right.
gonna check that out first.
As you go into here, there is another fog, but unlike anything, you don't really see it. Nothing happens right away, but here by the start, you see this statue. It's a black marble statue of a cloaked woman wielding two daggers, and you see this empty robe. It's neatly figured by empty robe, but as you kind of approach, it just kind of collapses. Go ahead and, if you like, you can give me a religion check on this.
Oh, I know about religious things. Hang on, let me look.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'll also call in.
Beth, I would say you would get advantage. Oh,
Can I take that 4 then instead of the 6?
Yes. And then Brunilda, of course, man, just rocking it. That is a symbol of the symbol depicts the statue of Shar.
It's Shar. Cult is Shar. Shar cult. Shar.
That makes sense. It is a very dark place.
There are other deities of dark places you can worship that aren't Shar. But they seem to have chosen poorly.
Of course. Oh. Where would you guys like to go from here? door directly to the south, then door to the west.
I know where the west one goes. I saw it from over here. Just started keeping the map in my head.
Oh, sure. And as you go into this another room that's obscured with fog, and in this well, another vision hits of you are standing before a cloaked nobleman, which is Lord Moonstar, on a windy cliff overlooking the sea. Moonstar will look to you and ask to join him on a dangerous quest into the Black Jungle. As you put your hand on his shoulder, he'll ask, "We are the best of friends, Glister, are we not?" Then vision will. And actually, in here, you do see lots of shredded tapestry. Looks like it's coastal scenes, lies in heap near the walls. Other than tapestries,
Do we think if
nothing.
the tapestries are mended, they could be worth something?
Nah. Well, it would yeah, not worth any kind of.
Okay.
Like, oh, oh,
In my experience, whenever somebody chooses to remind you that you're the best of friends, that's when they're either asking for something or have become a member of a mid-level marketing scheme.
well, he
I
did
think it
ask
was.
him to do something
I think it was
dangerous.
me saying Glister was the best of my friends.
Yeah, he just like, yeah, we're good friends, right? You know that. So yeah, I think his ask was, "Hey, do you want to go on this this really dangerous quest with me?" Good friend. You're just taking me to the airport. You're gonna help me move, right? Then I'll just move these doors. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about or your shadowing thing anymore.
Oh, hello there.
Nope. And oh,
I'm seeing a lot of your ancestor around here.
yes. And in this area, thankfully, yeah, these walls, there is some light in here. It's got the purple light. Oh, but in this area, um, as you guys are moving through, Mr. Nimbus, this mouth appears on the floor, one of the tiles of the floor that you're about to step on, and it says, "Turn back now or abandon hope."
I think that was supposed to trigger when we came from the south.
Yeah.
Well, okay, we'll go this. Because we still haven't found a way out.
Oh, funny you should ask. Uh, well, Richard, you could let them know when you woke up. There was you did find yourself in tunnels that led you to go down, and actually, hanging out with Shankz and Skidmarkz, you did see a little clearing in the area that looks like that maybe there's
It
steps
goes. Oh,
over here. There's a way to go up or down so far. Technically, you did find.
we got doors. Got this thing down here. It looks like a curtain.
Yeah. Oh. So. All right. There will lead you to this kind of large chamber. You'll see this thin, curtain blocking, and then you see on the corner there are two statue. Obsidian statues. It depicts a faceless robed woman holding a silver thread taut. And no, what would you guys like?
I also gotta step away for a sec.
Okay. Okay. Well, actually, do you guys want to take a 5 minute? Oh, well, actually, you guys want to push? We can just finish what we got for because Ross, you gotta leave, right? Like half an hour.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you guys since I didn't do Van Rick doing the first, or I don't have the first part. I mean, whatever you guys want to do.
I'm good with calling it so the other guys can
Yeah.
jump in.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Cool.
All right.
All right. We'll just kind of huddle be here and like, oh, what do we definitely do a stop and point.
Yeah.
What a strange and interesting curtain we found.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'm sure it's
Shankz, get over here.
Yeah.
Hey, Shankz, definitely don't fly through that.
Yeah. Well, that's Skidmarkz telling him to fly through it.
Oh yeah, definitely don't let Skidmarkz fly through that, Shankz.
Yeah, don't tell him there's booze on the other end. So, all right, no, cool. What we will, it feels like this is a good pausing point. We will continue this next time we all get together. So,
We got gold this time, right?
Yeah, I will. I'll get all the gold. What you guys so far in the stream, and yeah.
And what's your 2 magic items?
Yep, and the Sunblade Scintilla. We'll be back in a week or so.